Hey guys, Scott with the Duck Camp here. One of the things that has really been a hot topic around here at Duck Camp is the heritage of waterfowl hunting and what it means to us all here at the Duck Camp. And as we continue to grow and do things a little bit different than maybe some other people do, um, it's a very hot topic. And one of the things that we are most proud about is we have clients that come out here and hunt with us throughout the season. And then just today, I got a text from one of our clients that said, "Hey, love to come be a part of the heritage and the things that you're building here at the Duck Camp. If you need any grunt work, cleaning decoys, whatever it is, let us know and we'll come out and help." And that is something that we are very proud of because if we didn't do a good job as guides and making people feel comfortable here at the lodge, we wouldn't get those requests. And I think one of the reasons why it's a hot topic around here is because we get a lot of people that don't necessarily understand what we're doing. They don't appreciate it, jealous, whatever it is. It doesn't really matter what the issues are. But one of the things I want to make sure that everybody out there in the waterfowl community understand is that the waterfowl community should be one, and it should be something that we support public land hunters and help public land hunters kill more birds. And and we are blessed. Don't get me wrong. We're blessed to have the opportunities that we have, but those opportunities are built through hard work, through hours and hours and hours of research and development. And just because we're hunting private ground doesn't mean that we just shoot ducks all the time. There's days and weeks of preparation that goes into it. And we've had people reach out and say, "Why are you promoting your early goose season? How do you know this early that you're going to have geese for your early goose hunts?" It's because of the work we put in March, April, May, June that allows us to be able to say, "Hey, we're going to have a bunch of birds for early goose, or we're going to have a big snow goose day on October 11th when we open." And so the difference between what we do and what some duck camps do, other duck clubs, other duck camps around the country, or public people, is that we're actively farming 200 or 300 acres that we're farming for ducks, and that's not a cheap endeavor. We don't own the ground; we lease it. We pay a lot of money to lease the ground. We pay a lot of money for the lodge. There's a lot of things that go into this, but it is to create an environment to where people can come here and feel safe and learn. And we have package deals that we sell to our clients, and a lot of the people are newer duck hunters, and they get to come out and scout with us. They sit around here at the table with us at night and learn how to blow duck calls, and we talk about our decoy placements and why we use the certain decoys that we use. Um, why we might blow a goose call to kill widgeon versus blowing a widgeon whistle, why we use full body goose decoys duck hunting, knowing we're not going to see any big honkers. And the misperception that I see a lot of times is the public guys versus the outfitters, and it shouldn't be that way. Uh, I want people out there in the public world to know that they can call and ask me questions. You can call and ask me how to set up a decoy spread in a certain way. Some of these public blinds that are out there, they're facing the wrong direction. And if you're hunting a north wind and the blind's facing south, you can't put your decoys right up against the blind because they're not going to see it until it's too late. So instead of creating all this animosity, not just with us, but out in the waterfowl community as a whole, I see Facebook posts all the time. Some guy gets on a duck hunting forum and says, "Hey, I'm brand new to this. Can somebody send me in the right direction?" And then they just get blasted by people saying, "Go put in the work, go do this, go do that, go do, all these things." Not everybody was raised in the waterfowl world the way some of us were. Some people are getting into it in their 30s. Their parents didn't hunt. It's something new to them. Every one of us has had somebody help us along the way become better at whatever we do, whether it's hunting, baseball, football, it doesn't matter. Everybody, I've never met anybody that's just gone out and been able to shoot birds with no help whatsoever. So The thing that I'm trying to promote is I talk to people and I go to Ducks Unlimited banquets or Delta Waterfowl, Washington Waterfowl, because I'm trying to promote that we're all one, right? And yes, I am blessed that I have what I have to be able to run the duck camp, but it doesn't mean that I don't want to help other people. We have a program here to where it's a rookie, we call it a rookie hunt. People come out the day before. I let people shoot skeet out of layout blinds and different shooting scenarios so that when they get in the field, they're comfortable in setting up out of a layout blind or getting out of a panel blind. They go scouting with us. We tell them what we're looking for when we're scouting. Just this weekend, my wife was talking to someone about scouting, and I was amazed at how much she's learned just by osmosis, hearing me talk or going out scouting with me about how when we scout, we're not just looking at where the birds are landing. We're looking where are they coming from? How big of groups are they coming in? Are they landing together? Are they real close together? I learn all the time. One of the guys that works here, Randy Hannon, a good friend of mine, he's taught me a lot. I let him set up, when he hunts with me, he sets up the decoys based on what he's seen because he's one of the best scouting guys I got. Like he finds ducks and goes, yeah, there's 500 ducks in the back of the field. I'm like, what are you talking about? I just drove by there. I didn't see them. And then I'll go back by there a little bit later and I'll sit there for 20 minutes and all of a sudden I'll see a head pop up and I'm like, oh, Randy just sits here longer than I do. So even though I run a duck hunting club, it doesn't mean I don't have things to learn. And so one of the things I've learned from Randy as it gets colder, Randy tightens his spread up where it's a lot tighter because, and when I asked him why he was doing it, he said, oh yeah, if you watch the birds in cold weather, they always land closer together because of warmth, I'm assuming. I don't know. But when I started paying attention, I learned something. And so every one of us have something to learn. None of us know it all. No one. And when we get into this animosity of us versus them and them versus us, when it comes inside the waterfowl community, we have enough people from outside of our hunting heritage that don't like what we do. We don't need to be at each other's throats. We should be working together. We should be trying to make things better for everybody. And I know that some people out there are going to say, oh yeah, you're lucky. You got all this private ground. You got all this stuff. And, you know, anybody that has that private ground is going to say these things. But that's not true. I started out public land hunting. And then I became a member of Family Hunt Club over in Eastern Washington. I learned a lot, you know. So I used to be a member of Family Hunt Club. That was one of the first duck clubs I ever became a member of. And Todd's a great guy. I have people call me all the time and say, hey, I want to be a part of the duck club. I say, hey, go see Todd. It's private ground, but it's pretty close to public hunting because it's kind of first come, first serve and things like that. You got to do a lot of scouting. So I have personally gone out and met some of the other duck clubs locally that are more member oriented versus guide service. So I want to work with everybody. We are building a pro shop here at Duck Camp because we want to be able to give back to the waterfowl community. We're going to be one of the few places in the state where you can go try on a pair of, we'll be the only ones that are carrying Dirty outerwear. If you haven't checked out Dirty's outerwear, it's great product. The people are good people. We're going to have a pro shop here. It's going to be open to the public. I want waterfowl. We're trying to create a place to where whether you're public, you're a member, you're one of our clients, or just general public, this is a safe place for you to just stop by, knock on the door when you see us here, come in and say, hey, can we talk about duck hunting for a little bit? And so we're trying to create a safe place for everybody to come. And I would just encourage the waterfowl community to give back, to help the next guy, be willing to take a young person hunting. We have people call us all the time that, you know, have a 13-year-old kid that with a single mom, and the kid lives around here and he sees people out duck hunting and wants to try it. We don't charge for kids under the age of 14, right, Kenny? Is it 14 is what we're doing? We don't charge for kids under the age of 14 because we want to create the heritage of waterfowl hunting. And what that means to me is my son, Randall, 19 now, we've been hunting together since he was 9, started out public, uh, went to a family hunt club, then went to another duck club, and now we have a guide service. And my son and I have such a great relationship, not because of the time we spent shooting birds in a blind, but the time we spent driving from our home to wherever we're going. And we spent hours on the road. And to tell you a little funny story about this is one day we were on our way up here to come hunt, and I asked my kid, he was 13, I think at the time. I said, "Hey, dude, do you got a girlfriend?" He said, "No, I don't have a girlfriend, Dad." I said, "You got a girl you like?" "Yeah, I got a girl I like." "Oh, okay. You want to ask her to the movies?" He said, "Yeah, maybe, whatever." A couple of days go by. He calls me and says, "Hey, Dad, she says she'd go to the movie with us." I'm like, "Oh, cool. Have your mom go and get 2 tickets to whatever movie you guys want to see." And so we do that, and he said, "Oh, well, the problem with that is that they won't let her go without a chaperone." I said, "Oh, okay. Have your mom get 2 tickets behind you guys, and we'll go with you." And he looked at me and he goes, "Hey, why can't we just sit together?" I don't know about most people out there in this world, but I can guarantee you when I was 13, the last thing I wanted to do is go on a date with my mom and dad. That wasn't happening, not in my life. But it gave me an insight into how important hunting and spending that time with our young people is, because I don't think I'd have that relationship with my son if it wasn't for waterfowl hunting. So I want everybody to have a great experience. And if I can help a public land guy find a good place to hunt, know how to put his spread out, know how to blow a call, know how to use a spinning wing to attract those birds, I'm going to do everything I can to help those people, whether they pay me for it or not. And so the big thing for me when I talk to everybody, and I talk to a lot of people about waterfowl hunting, is we should all be in it together. We all enjoy it. We all want to get out and do it. We all want to get out and shoot birds. And for me, it's not about the birds; it's about the people. I would spend more time talking to people about waterfowl hunting. I have more fun doing that than to do actually out hunting birds. So the moral of this little quick deal is, if somebody gets on social media and asks for some help, don't blast the guy or the gal or whoever it is asking. Help them. You don't have to tell them. You don't have to send them your waypoints, but you can say, "Hey, Skagit Bay holds a lot of ducks, and there's some public ground around Skagit Bay, or Padilla Bay, or Samish Bay, or the Nisqually River Basin, the Lower Columbia River." Um, just send them in a general direction, and maybe take 5 minutes and explain to them how to go scout for birds. Take 5 minutes and kind of explain to them how to make a duck call quack. You don't have to give up the X, but you can at least be kind enough to say, "Hey, there's a lot of birds in Skagit Valley. Go look around up there. There's a bunch of public land places that you can reserve in Skagit Valley. Go pick one of those. Go look at all of them. See which one you like." Tell them, this is my favorite decoy brand. This is my favorite call that I use. But don't blast them. They're not doing it because they want to steal something from you. They're doing it because they don't know. And the more we do that, the better it's going to be for the entire waterfowl community. And it's going to help create that heritage. When I think heritage, it's supposed to be kind. It's supposed to, I'm from the South. You don't realize what Southern hospitality means until you are gone from there. I had some friends that just was in Texas recently, and they were talking about how friendly all the people are. And I didn't recognize it until after I had been gone. And so now we're trying to bring that here to Washington, and the people that come here understand that. One of the things we do every morning, when we get up in the morning during duck season, when people come down here to the conference table, breakfast table, and the first thing out of our mouths are, "How'd you sleep last night?" That's how we judge how comfortable we make people feel. Because if they say we slept great on their first night, that means we made them feel like they're part of the family. If they say they didn't sleep real good, that means we didn't do something to make them feel comfortable and relaxed and welcome. So all of this is to say, waterfowl hunting is a heritage that should be shared by all of us. It is a time to bring like-minded people together. It's a time to talk about things. It's a safe place. We've had conversations here at the lodge about addiction. We've had all kinds of things go on here to try to help people, and it's a safe place to be. So before you go out and judge somebody that's asking questions about how they can find more birds, you don't. Kenny, who's our camera guy sitting back here, he was blessed last year to take a father and son hunting, and it was the first time the son had ever shot a bird. They'd been out public hunting. Dad's only been hunting for a year or two, didn't really know a whole lot. Kenny took the time to explain to them how to set the decoys up, and that's a blessing to Kenny. I'd never seen Kenny don't smile a lot, but he was smiling that day. Kenny's pretty, if you know what I mean. He's just like this, no emotions. He's looking at me right now from behind the camera, and he ain't smiling nothing. I'm trying to make him laugh, but it ain't working. But I saw the excitement in Kenny's face when the kid shot his first duck today. That's what the waterfowl heritage should be about. It should be about helping people experience the blessings that we have had, whether it was as kids, adults, the experiences we've shared with our friends and our kids. I didn't mean to get on my soapbox. I say that after every podcast, but I'm very passionate about this. Take the time to help one another, become better hunters. Take the time to learn from one another. Don't come at this that, I think I'm better than you because I'm an outfitter, because it's not true. It couldn't be further from the truth. I'm blessed beyond measure, don't get me wrong, but there are still a lot of things out there that I need to learn and a lot of things that I can get better at myself. So when you're on social media or you're talking to other people, think about representing the waterfowl heritage. The waterfowl heritage that I know and I love, and what makes me get up every morning for 90 days in a row to go duck hunting, is the camaraderie that it creates with other people that I may not be able to spend time with outside of a waterfowl world. Spend the time to get to know people. Ask somebody that's never been hunting to go hunting. If you see a dude on social media that's struggling, invite him to come hunt with you. You may have build a lifelong friend. Kenny, again, our cameraman, took the risk to call me and try to sell me decoys, and now he's part of our family. He's like a son to me now, or little brother, I guess, because he's a pain in my ass. But I guess son too, because my son's a pain in the ass. But anyway, doesn't matter. See, he still ain't smiling. I don't know what I got to do to make the kid laugh. But we become very close. I see Kenny almost every day. And when I don't talk to him, I miss talking to him. And it all is revolved around waterfowl hunting. And instead of blasting people, try to reach out, be kind, be gentle, ask somebody to come hunting with you. Make them sign a non-disclosure agreement if you need to never go back to your ex. But it doesn't need to be all the animosity that goes on. And again, I say it at the end of every podcast, my cell phone number is posted all over the place. If you got questions, if you want to learn, if you want to just come out here and go scout with us, talk about decoys, do all that stuff, give me a call, and I'll do whatever I can to help you. See you guys next time.